Hey everyone, it's your favorite Unk One guy here, coming at you with a deck tech. This one is a Blue-White Zeta featuring the O. So we're gonna move this to the side right here, and we're gonna reveal the old deck list. The old deck list only required us to use cards that are available from GD-01 all the way to the new starter deck. So we can technically use things, technically Iron Bloom if you can find it still in stores, but normally it's going to be the Celestial Being will be one of them, and then the other one is the Matthew deck. So but in this case we're going to be doing little things a little bit different, and I'll show you the cards that we did change. So starting off first, we are running 3 Gundam Ilrith. So Gundam Ilrith is a 3/2 2/4 blocker, and it's great. The stats are wonderful. The reason why we're running this one is because of red. So G Defender and Nemo's were in the deck, but we took them out. We replaced them for Gundam Ilrith and another card. Again, we'll show you more later. But Gundam Ilrith is there because it is a 2/4, so it does live the close combat. It does live against the improved techniques, and because red white is, I believe, gonna start showing more traction now that purple had won, so we're gonna see a lot more burn in our locals as well as quick aggro. Next we are running 3 Rictiuses. You can replace the Rictiuses for a blocker that is like the 3/4 blocker. I forgot what it is. It's from GD-01, but you can use that. But I'm using it because since we are still using AU cards, and guess what he is? He's an AU trait. He is a 3/2 3/3 blocker, and against purple or against other blue-white decks, or even green-white decks, the Rictius is still a pretty good blocker. It is our balanced baby boy. Next, we are running 3 of the Rictius Reds. I try my best now to never leave home without running at least 3 Rictius Reds, maybe even 2, only because I do like that it is a 4/3/4/3 with the AU trait as well as the AU little title. And on attack, you can choose one active friendly base, doesn't have to be white, and you can set that if you do choose an enemy unit that's level 4 or lower, and it gets minus AP for the battle. So it's very great. It does give the haste, and you can link it to Camille, Quattro, Emma, Fa, and then Cat. So you have 5, 2 of them being command pilots if you're ever interested, to give it haste for that early game aggression. And it's technically it's our Rizal, I guess. Next, we are running on our level 5s. We are running 3 Super Gundam. Super Gundam is a 5/4/4/4. Again, AU trait as well, like the Rictius Red. And when during link and when you attack, you can choose an enemy unit with no paired pilot, and it gets minus 2 AP this turn. So this is great to clear up boards against smaller units. Or if you're kind of going against blockers, you can then use, you can rest a blocker, swing in with this, and then give it minus 2 and still come up on top, which is kind of like a main staple of AU, that you want to be able to do some bad trades or favorable trades with the units. Next, we are running 3 Hayashiki. That is a 5/3/4/4 with blocker, and the main important thing is that if there's a white base, it gets repair 1. And so with the O, this is your repair, kind of a repair target. That way you can use this to swing in, rest something, and then use the O to clean it up. And it does link with Quattro. Next, a Zeta deck wouldn't be a Zeta deck without our boy, the Zeta Gundam. So we are running 2 of the Zeta Gundam. The 6th one, it is a level 6, cost 5, 5/4, links to Camille Bidan, and it is AU. And then during link, activate during the main once per turn. You can choose one active friendly base. Again, it doesn't have to be white. You can rest that base and then select this as a target to restand it. The only thing is you cannot attack your opponent after you've done this. So what I like to do with Zeta is always swing in, right? Swing in that base, swing in that shields, restand it, swing at something else, or I double swing to clear the board after they've already swung on me. So I do like that. And next we are running 2 Masalas. This is a 6/4/5/4, same thing like the Zeta, except it's got blocker and repair 1. Again, it mixes well with the O, and it does link to anything Jupiter's trait. Unfortunately, in this deck, we are not running anything with a Jupiter's trait, which I feel can and is a hindrance, but we always, this is 2.0, there is a 3.0 version of this deck. I just missing one more, the O. So, and hence, the O, it's a 7/5/5/5. We repair 3, and then during pair, when one of your other units with repair attacks, choose one enemy unit whose level is equal to or lower than that unit and rest it. So I think this does really well from, in my personal opinion, because I mean, obviously, you can go from level 5, 6, and 7, and then 8 if you have something with repair. I do know some people would like to use the Gundam Unicorn for that, but other than that, most of the things in the game are going to be level 7 or lower. And then you can just deal with the level 8s by like smacking into them as well. So this guy, with the pilots that we use, he becomes either a 6/7 or an 8/7, and then or a 7/6 on this swing up, right? Next, we are using a card that I'm starting to really love a lot of. It is a card I'm really starting to love using a lot, is the Z Gundam Biosensor. So what this does is on deploy, you choose one enemy unit, and for each AU unit in your grave or in your trash, you minus 1 AP that turn. And since a good chunk of our cards are AU trait, this guy pops off very easily. I think I was able to minus 7 something, and then just clear it with using the O. And the O was already max damage. Like, it was like one hit and it would have died, but because the biosensor came down, reduced it, I was able to use the O to then smack into it and just clear it, and the O was able to live pretty much another 2 turns. Next, we're gonna go with the pilots. No Zeta deck will be complete without running our favorite female pilot, Camille Bidon. His stats is he's a 5/1, 1/2, and then if there's a white base, then you get to increase that unit's AP by 2. So he becomes a 3/2, which is phenomenal. I run 4 because I'll never run a deck without running 4 of this guy. I don't care what you say. Yeah, tie me behind a tree. I love Camille. Next, we're running 3 Armor Array. Yes, this is the card that I was like, no, we can't. You know, I refuse. But I wanted to see if maybe adding Armoro on top of the Siege Ploy and another card, maybe that might give us the juice with the O to then use that to our advantage. Unfortunately, Armoro, while it was great, without the Gundam link or without a link trait, he's pretty much just there. I mean, yeah, he's fun. You can link it with, you know, I think I linked it with the Rictius Red to smack in for like 6, but I wasn't, you know, I'm not really feeling the Armoro too much. So we are definitely taking him out, probably putting in the Poppy, right? So Poptimus, but we'll see from there if that's gonna work out. Next, we are running 3 of the Quattro. 3 Quattros, and this guy is a level 4, 1 cost, 1/2, and then when linked with an A unit, you pretty much get to draw a card and discard a card, which is very helpful because you do want to dig for your pieces, and you also want to flood your grave with AU units to help out with Biosensor when you need it to go off. Next is the commands. We are running 3 Overflowing Affection. That is our draw 2 and discard 1. Again, we do need that draw. Next, we're running 3 Siege Ploy. This is this is a good card, a great card if you want my opinion, because it just does what Armoro does. It chooses an enemy unit and it rests it. It does happen in the action step. It is 3/1, so it can drop a turn earlier from Armoro. So with this and Armoro, you can rest potentially 2 units, and then this as well as, you know, Jupiter's, you're able to do it multiple times. So this is amazing. Love this card. It's one of my new favorite cards. I probably will run at least 2 in every deck if I'm running blue. Next, we're doing Awaken Potential. This card was supposed to be a replacement for the Nemos. I now know that maybe Nemos were slightly better because Nemos at least are a body, so I can go ahead and clap back against the aggro. If you do have Zawarts, I would also be using maybe Zawarts, maybe run at least 2 Zawarts, and then maybe go for Gundam Irith and then for Rick Diaz if you have the cards. If not, then you know, I'm probably gonna run for maybe 3 Nemos and then 1 more Rick Diaz, because again, I need it for the biosensor. It's more of that. But Awaken Potential, what it does is on burst, you get that to your hand. If not, the action is you get to choose 1 rested enemy unit that's level 4 or lower and then return it to the hand. But if there are 2 or more cards with the name Awaken Potential in your grave, you may choose a friendly unit and it becomes a blocker this turn. So what makes this card great was the fact that you have it in hand, they swing, right? It's technically arrested, right? Blocker step, no blockers, action step, you then bounce it and then you take no damage, right? It pretty much nullifies the attack. The problem that I had was because it is a 4/1, it comes out of turn, oh Jesus, the glare. It comes down a turn a little bit later for aggro, and sometimes you might not even want to because like the target that you want to hit that's swinging in has like a pilot, and you're just gonna give them back a pilot pair, and you're like, you know. So I feel like this card is good. It just I wasn't feeling it in this deck, or maybe just against the opponents that I went up against. It just felt a little bit too slow. Maybe if you were to run more units at earlier levels, then you would replace it. But for me right now, it wasn't that great. Next, we're going to talk about the Show of Resolve. This is pretty much just our Pot of Greed. It's our draw 2. That's it. That's all. I still need to get another Altart of it, but that might be for another time. Next is bases. We're running 2 Neo Argama. So again, this plus the O plus Armoro plus Siege Ploy. We're arresting a lot of things. And then smacking them in, right, to take advantage of just how Zeta, you know, what Zeta wants to do with the trades. Unfortunately, I feel like this might be a little bit too slow in my opinion. We might need to either bump it to a different card or I don't know. I just wasn't feeling the Neo Argama. I mean, it's a good card overall, but other than that, it's not nothing to write home about. Next, we're talking about the Argama. Argama, again, one of my favorite bases. I believe besides a level 6 HP base and the Archangel, this might actually be one of the best bases that White has to offer, only because it does shut down Breach. And right now with Wing, with the Ultron and all that other wonderful stuff that Wing has, Argama was able to kind of just stop that for a turn. They have to swing into the Argama. You might have blockers, but at least, you know, at least piercing isn't going to be, or breach, I would like to say, isn't going to be a thing with Argama out. Or they got to think a little bit harder. So, that is the deck. We're going to be posting the little thing right now. So, woo, there you go. Yeah, I'm digging it. I thought it was fun. We had like a good, I want to say like 50% win rate with it. Again, the biggest glaring weakness I felt with this deck is that it does not have anything for the early game aggression. So there's a video that I'm gonna post later on this week where you see that happen, and the match is quite literally a 5-minute match because I had none of the answers that I needed, and I was digging for them, but by the time I found them, it was too late. So yeah, other than that, big announcement I guess is I do have a 3.0 version of this deck that I will be play testing on Wednesday. But the next deck tech I'm actually going to do, because they did announce that Double Zeta is red, we're gonna go right back to Red-White Zeta for a little bit, just so I can see if I can make it work. This time, because we do have more access to more burn cards, I'm thinking maybe what we need to do is we don't need to copy the Justice Red-White version of the deck, but we do need to create kind of like our own pinging version with Zeta. Because again, Zeta's thing is they want to be able to do good trades, or, you know, negate trades. Burn just does natural burn things, so we might just be able to take advantage of that. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.